Hi.
Hey,
Hi, Pearl Money.
what's going on?
Oh, just keeping it strictly real. As always. As real as not leaving your house really ever. I'm a hermit. I'm a hermit crab.
Yeah, you really thrived during isolation.
I was locked down pre-isolation, so I was...
The elevator in their building broke, so he was kind of like, oh, well.
It got completely replaced. It was a...
But it took months, and there's like
3-4
6 flights of stairs.
Yeah, it was brutal. They
So
said
you
2
hated
months.
leaving.
They said 2 months, and then all of a sudden it was 3 months, and then it was 3.5 months. And taking a dog up and down flights of stairs just to go to the bathroom like 4 times a day, it's unnecessary
takes
exercise.
wear and tear.
Yeah. So we had the piss mat outside, which was by the end of it pretty chat.
Yeah, gross.
Chat. I haven't used the word chat in ages.
Yeah.
Chat. That's so chat. That's chat.
We used to say that all the time.
Yeah, that's like prime 10, 11-year-old.
What do they say now?
That's chatty.
Lit.
Lit.
I don't know.
I don't know.
What are the fucking words that they use
the
these
opposite
days?
of chat, isn't it? But
Yes.
oh, what are the? Did you just
But
say
like
what
lingo.
are the young kids saying these days?
Oh, fuck off. I am having...
Damn whippersnappers.
Yeah, I am having that.
Having a day.
I'm having that realization at the moment that
That
I'm
you're-
like,
Well,
I don't know
Didn't
what
you
they
say
do.
the other day on the podcast that you had your first young someone say,
Oh, yeah.
"Is this how it's always going to be?" And you were like, "Whoa, am I qualified for this answer?"
yeah.
You know when you don't
Oh
know
my
if you're
gosh.
qualified for answers, but you just give them anyway, and you're like, "Yes, son, that's how it's going to be."
I forgot about that. That's so funny.
Life advice with the P money. I still want you to start a freestyle channel, but that's probably not going to happen.
That's probably a little while away.
Yeah, you got to get some practice in. Can you practice freestyling, or like do you like when people freestyle during like freestyle battles? Do you reckon that's pre-planned material and they're just making it work, or do you legit
That's
think
funny. I watched a video of a guy literally walk. So there was a queue of people waiting in line to like go into a store or something like that, and he just like follows down the line and freestyles.
Oh, this was in America
and
with the
points out everything and
that's talent.
Yeah, he freestyles on like what he sees.
Yeah,
but he does. You can definitely tell that he has his go-to phrases and rhymes.
Is there any of them check my flow?
Nah. Do you reckon people still say it?
Or have we just not watched rap battles in 10 years?
I don't think.
I remember there used to be like rap battles on YouTube like 10 years ago, like before everyone used to have really clean YouTube channels, and like the appearance has to be amazing. Otherwise, I'm not coming back to watch your content. But yeah, they used to be really funny. And like 360, this is like, remember 360 wasn't like the shit yet in Australia, like in terms of like like he sort of like paved the way for like guys like Illy to kind of be like up and about, and, not him exclusively, obviously there were many under.
I mean, this is going to show my knowledge of like whatever, but like Hilltop Hoods before or after.
They're probably Hilltop Hoods and the Cat Empire.
Yeah.
As far as I'm kind of aware, I could be put in my place, but for that style of music in Australia, I think they definitely like.
I'm into it. I fucking love
Aussie friggin'
Illy.
hip hop.
I love listening
Aussie
to
friggin'
Illy
hip hop
rap.
is mad. Oh my god.
Because I can do it too.
What's that for my people in the front in the nosebleed section? That's what the song's called, I think.
I don't know that one.
Who's
a pie?
Who's
a Bailey?
No, it's I know, right? Here I am Googling on my phone, nosebleed section. I'm pretty sure is the actual title of the song, but it's Hilltop Woods. Yeah.
Oh, for my people in the front in the nosebleed section.
I reckon this is it's going to give me an ad, right? Why would you do this? I've been getting so many ads on YouTube lately.
Oh, what are your targeted ads at the moment?
In the nosebleed section.
Yeah.
I once played this, like I love this song, and I occasionally like to break down into a little hip hop during a tech house set. And I once thought that song would go off, and I dropped into it, and I just got these blank faces, and I'm like, really? I was like, oh, not even like 3 of you?
Yeah.
Like, no one at all?
Okay, I'll go play Destiny's Child.
Okay, I'll put single ladies on. I'm sorry.
You just got to start playing the white girl playlist.
Yes,
Have you got a white girl drunk white girl playlist?
I have the Cairo playlist. I have the songs that I've made in one folder, and then I have 10 other playlists purely surrounding the white girl wasted to keep her satisfied.
It's a special type of song. It's your Destiny's Child. It's your JoJo.
And you know what no, you're a little bit, maybe a fraction behind there. It's more your BB Rexes and your like, what's her name that...
Excuse me, get out, leave.
JoJo was big like 14 years ago.
Yeah, but that song is iconic for a white girl.
You're not going to play that on a dance floor and it cranks.
Oh, I'm not talking about dance floor. I'm just talking about songs of white
Oh, right.
white
Sorry,
girl
I thought we were
wasted
talking
song.
about playlists for the D floor.
I mean, I'm not a DJ. I don't know.
Yeah, JoJo just had that one song, didn't she?
Yeah, she had a few hours. Too little, too late. It's too little, too late.
But that one was kind of like the one.
Yeah, and then it was over.
Yeah. That's a shame.
Have you noticed that who's on Gogglebox? You know that show where they get celebrities to watch TV and comment on it? And
well, I know the process of the show. I've never.
It's like Lindsay Lohan's on it.
Oh, really? Oh, yeah. There was like an American one, right?
Yeah, what?
I saw that advertised and I was like, who the fuck wants to watch Lindsay Lohan's? Look, great in The Parent Trap. Probably peaked at 8 years old. Do you know what I mean? Like every move after
Mean
that
Mean Girls, and then after
I
that
take
was
that
down.
back. Mean Girls was huge. She doesn't even go here.
There's like a 90% chance it's already raining. I love that film.
Great period of movies, actually, like Clueless and Romy and Michelle's high school reunion.
Mm-hmm.
All those kind of like.
How do you reckon
90s.
kids are going to be able to consume? So, for instance, let me lay out my thought.
Go on. The floor is yours.
Like Lion King 3D animation. You know, a kid's going to watch that. How are they ever going to go back to watching the OG cartoon? You know, like how do they? Because can I just compare that to something like I really struggle watching black and white films because that was before my time.
Well, you're acclimatized to the modern whatever.
I just know that there's more sensation. There's a more sensational experience to be had watching a coloured film.
Can I pose something to you, though? Do you think there might be a period in your life where you might actually go, I wouldn't mind watching some of those classic black and white films?
I mean, ideally, yeah.
And seeing what all the fuss was about, like, you know, there are some, you know, some phenomenal actors and actresses that was a period of time where you had to act, and you know, like all the scenes, there were no special effects. Like someone made that. So there's something to be said about the merit of some of that.
No.
I'm not saying that you're discrediting that. I'm just saying, like,
yeah, but
you might get to a point in your in your life where you go, I might fall in love with that. You don't know, do you?
No, but what I'm saying is that I haven't yet.
Look, no one's going to go back to a Nokia after they've got an iPhone 11.
Well, exactly.
Even though they're trying.
Oh my gosh. Do you know?
But that was nostalgia.
I was at my friend Mia's the other day and there was like some construction worker there and we heard the ringtone. And me and Mia just looked at each other and was like,
I think the 90s are calling.
Is this 2002? What? This just happened.
Does that guy play Snake? He plays Snake. He better. He's got the high score on his phone because no one else wants to use it. Yeah, it's interesting.
Forgot about
isn't
that ringtone.
Yeah. And you know, the other thing about a lot of those old movies and even old TV shows up until the 90s is the way they were shot. They don't fit to frames anymore. So like you'll always have the gaps either side. Because right. So you can't. It doesn't stretch out to which to me is kind of like annoying. It's almost a reason not to watch something because it doesn't fill the screen, and that pisses me off.
Fair.
Why would you buy a big 90,000 inch screen TV if at the end of the day a black and white movie from the 50s is only going to fill a frame?
Okay, well then you've just counter-argued your own point.
I do that frequently. I debunk myself on the reg.
Debunking with Colin.
Yeah, it's how I diffuse myself. I get all riled up and then I go counter-argument. And now I'm neutral like Sweden.
I'm devil's advocate.
I can sit on a fence for days.
Have you seen The Beach Bum with Matthew McConaughey? I watched it last night. It's so dumb, but I loved it. Okay, well.
But Matthew McConaughey is brilliant in everything, really, isn't he?
Don't you just love him?
Yeah, salty tones. Smooth, honey-like.
Yeah, we talked about him last week.
I think we did.
I was like...
Yeah. Oh yeah, by the way, there was like an episode, I think it's episode 8, with like the GoPro cut out mid Pearl doing a voiceover impersonation. We just never spoke about that. We just started episode 9, and just quite frankly ignored the fact that that just ended with a no, it died. No regrets.
No regrets.
Couple of regrets. Yeah.
Couple of regrets.
We've learnt things along the road of this podcasting though, which has been great. Like editing wise.
Okay, I was like, I was really going to scrape the bottom of the barrel.
We haven't
things
taught
I'd
each
learned.
other too much, but you know what? Actually, I started watching Seinfeld again. And the reason I bring this up is it actually has kind of given me this weird kind of perspective on life, because I probably watched it 4 times through my entire life. And every time you watch something again a little bit later, you have like this new perspective, or you've learned a little bit more, or something, just you pick up on other things. And I started watching this show and I've started to realize that, there's so many things to just not give a fuck about.
I never watched Seinfeld. So
yeah, it's brilliant. It's sort of like, there's so many nonsensical bullshit stories and conversations that get brought to the characters, and by the end of it, they've either worked themselves up into this completely hilarious scenario, or they're just kind of going, done with that, or like, that's dumb.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think that's sitcom style though, isn't it? Kind of a bit.
Well, yeah, I mean, sitcoms are pretty limited, but it was pretty good. It's an amazing series.
I never got into Seinfeld. I didn't really, the characters just didn't grab me.
Yeah.
Is that controversial?
No, probably not. Well, that's a conversation. That's an ongoing conversation. See, I don't really care for Friends, but I don't.
Yeah, right.
I don't think of you as any less of a person because you're a Friends fan. See, I've watched Friends sporadically throughout my life and always tried to be like on someone's team, and then I'm just like, but
not getting it.
we're just going back to the coffee shop, which is what 90s sitcoms were about, sitting around coffee shops because they didn't have mobile phones. Remember when people used to pop over?
Yeah,
the pop-in?
unannounced.
The unannounced pop-in.
You never used to know who
it's
was
a whole
at the
episode.
door.
And the best thing about all those shows was that they had peepholes on all their doors, yet they always yelled out, "Who is it?" or they opened the door before looking through the peephole. But yeah, like the pop-in. People, I mean, is that a thing? Yeah. I haven't seen anyone apart from you in about 8 months.
I've got a friend who doesn't tell me when she's coming around. It really weirds me out.
Really?
Yeah.
Just drive by, knock in.
Just like, hey. And I'm like...
Does that person expect a full day of your attention? Or are they just was in the area, like pop through?
Yeah.
All right. That's different.
Yeah. I don't know. I just find it weird these days.
Yeah. With the amount of people that can be sort of flaky, but at the same time drop in-y. These are two very
but I
differing
also
qualities.
appreciate... Yeah, I know. I'm like, but I appreciate it.
Yeah. Well, they were thinking about you.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't hate the drop in.
I don't mind it.
Maybe the notice. I like the notice. Big fan of the notice.
Big fan of the notice.
Huge fan of the notice. Or the heads up, if you will.
Love a heads up.
Love a good heads up.
Oh, I've got nothing in the tank.
You're going through a bit at the moment, aren't you? You're just going through it. You're like gladiators.
I hate that this experience is documented.
A challenger running the gauntlet on the 90s and noughties amazing TV show, Gladiators. And you're getting pummeled from left to right. You've tried to run up the beam several times and you just keep losing your footing. But you know what the thing I love about your P-muns? You keep giving it a crack, lass. You don't even stop, mate. I haven't seen you take a break in forever. I don't even know if you know what a holiday is.
Oh my God. Yeah, going through some shit at the moment.
But you keep backing it up.
I'm here.
Yeah.
I'm not contributing much,
You relocated yourself from A to B, which is here. And that's impressive. I'm not going to lie.
I know. I turned to Cairo like last week and was just like, I think you're just going to have to steer the ship for a while, mate. I'll show up, but like I just can't guarantee much.
Yeah, the wheel is spinning, but the hamster is not home.
Thank God for Gossip Girl, though. Honestly, it's such a comfort series. Last night I watched it for about 6 hours.
Really? You had a good binge.
Should I tell you about the Uber driver story that I had?
You can tell me, and I reckon it's pretty funny.
This guy, so I'm an Uber driver. I love Uber driving at the moment because you can just do it whenever you want. And I was just about to switch off, but then I got this trip and I was kind of like, oh, this is annoying. I rock up to like uni New South Wales. This guy had booked it and he was sending someone else in it. The other guy gets in the car and he's just like, drive, go. Like, and I'm like, oh my God, are we in danger? And I know that it's not his Uber as well. So I'm also kind of like,
hey man,
oh, I feel a bit, I'm like, but you're in danger. So I'm confused.
Right.
And he's like, this guy has been trying to fuck me all night.
Right.
And I keep telling him that I'm not gay. And I kind of felt for him because he's like, I'm not homophobic. I'm just not gay. I keep telling him that I don't want to have sex with him. And the guy tricked him to come back to his house.
Okay.
And he sent him off. He was like, oh, can you go get more alcohol? And that's why he booked the Uber, to send him to the bottle shop.
Yeah.
So the guy's like, okay, here's the deal. You're going to drive me to the bottle shop.
Yeah.
You're going to complete the trip.
Yeah.
But then you're going to drive me home to Punch Bowl and then just starts throwing cash in my front seat. He's like, just get me the fuck out of here.
Cash cab.
Cash. Yeah, I was like, yes. And I was piecing myself the whole way home because he's just like, oh my God, this is going to take so long to process what's just happened.
Oh my God. That's great. Uber Tales.
I got so many stories.
You need to start your own podcast. The Uber
I think
Uber
I'm gonna. I actually was talking to someone
Tales.
about this, and I think I'm gonna start writing down the stories and like
Yes.
see if I could make
a book.
like a little web series.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
Ubnonymous.
But then I don't know how happy Uber would be with the stories that I have.
But I mean,
they're
like,
all pretty fucked.
But I mean, to me, Uber is just like the equivalent to a hotel or a seedy hotel. Like the shit that goes on in a hotel, let alone a hotel is allowed to survive. Like,
yeah,
it's a service, and people are going to use it whichever damn well they please.
Yeah.
And it's up to the user.
But yeah, there's some things that happen on and off the clock that
would have happened in taxis too.
I'm sure that
So-
everyone has these weird experiences as well.
Yeah.
It's hard to be an Uber passenger now that I'm an Uber driver
Oh.
because I always go, oh, just driving so slow.
Oh yeah, Uber drivers.
Someone was
are the
getting really
worst anyway.
passive aggressive at me because I stopped into the servo to buy gum and I'm like, that's totally allowed, dude. Like I'm still paying for you. Like,
Yeah.
like anyway, whatever. Whatever.
Whatever, Trevor.
I'm going to keep swimming upstream.
You know how we do it. Doing that
You
salmon
know
dance.
how we do
Doing
it.
that salmon dance. Wow.
Well, should we cut it short this week?
You've been with 1.5 of Pretty Weren't They? I'm Cairo. That was half of Pearl the Girl. Thanks for joining us for episode 10. We'll probably try and do a little bit more voiceover shenanigans next week and see if we can't
We'll try
do
and
a
plan
voiceover
something
battle.
to say.
Yeah, instead of just rambling and giving you our thoughts.
Thanks for listening.
Ciao bella.